The best strategy is the one that never forgets why you started in the first place.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
I thank you very much for tuning in today. So, we're going to talk about the best strategy is the one that never forgets why you started in the first place. A lot of times, we lose track of why we started in the first place. And here's the reason why. Excuse me. So we lose track because we're too busy, sometimes too caught up, sometimes, in what the person next to us is doing. Right? And so we try to duplicate their success or the appearance of their success. And so we hurry up and take a look at their social media marketing and, all right, I'm going to do this, and this, just like they did. And I'm going to take a look at their business plan, online business plan, or I'm going to take a look at, whatever it is, because in some cases, and I can speak for myself, and I'm not sure if any of you have been out there, dealt with this as well, that I've been told in order for me to be successful, I need to be duplicatable. Like I need to be like someone else. How many of you have felt the exact same way? How many of you have been in that exact same position where you get caught up in being someone else or something else that now you're forgetting your why you started in the first place? Because the appearance is that individual is prospering in a place that I've never even imagined that, and all of us, we do that at some point in time. We lose track. We're not sure why we're in this position. Not all the time. But it makes a difference. Because there's something that we're losing in the process. So, as we're taking a look at our strategy, and let's be honest, because we are looking at someone else, our strategic planning, it might sound good on paper. It might be actionable. It might, get you to a certain level. But your strategic planning, it works best when it's rooted in your purpose. We lose it sometimes because we're caught up in wanting to make the dollar. We want to be, in this capitalist commercialism space. We want to make sure that we can put food on our table, which is a real good response, But again, sometimes people can read through the falsity. Like you can't start off very, very hot, but then you realize I can't sustain it because we don't revisit our why often enough. See, I think that in our individuality, we don't believe that our voice is the one that someone wants to hear. And for those of you who have been following me and knows that I'm getting ready to have the podcasting shift course, I speak about the power of your voice. I have a ebook that you could download today. It is on accelerate-your-impact.co. And on that website is some other free downloads you can have that talks about, some social media, post ideas and things like that, but if you revisit your why and understand that your voice can be heard and it is as important as someone else's. And if that is your why, revisit it regularly so that way it can continue to guide your decisions as you move forward, because your individuality is important. I look at other podcasters and, how come I can't make, get to 100,000 downloads a month and things like that? I chose another path. I guess my stuff is not viral enough, to do that. And that's fine. You know why? Because I don't need to be like everyone else. I believe I am as impactful as I need to be at this present time. Because again, you're listening to this. I have, for myself, moments of success to understand that my why means something to someone. So what is your purpose? And is your strategic planning rooted within your purpose? Are you revisiting your why enough? And I don't get how we get so caught up in everyone else at this point and stage of my life. Sometimes I don't. But again, I've been through the fire, and we have enough people telling each and every one of us, i.e. like myself, who's telling you, you mean something. But what is it that is hindering us from reaching our full potential? So as we sit down and look at our strategic planning and making sure that we stay on track, that's how we're going to reach goals and heights that we could have never imagined. Again, I give you my story about, being duplicatable and wanting to have, when I was in customer service, have numbers that match other people, and, but I didn't realize that my effectiveness wasn't about how many calls I was getting. It was how many calls I was not getting, because I was being effective and efficient in disseminating the information that was needed for those individuals, that had called. So I wanted to help people, but I also wanted to be effective and efficient where people do not have to call us back with that to verify, to understand, Maurice wasn't clear, whatever it is, because we got dinged on that as well, right? So I might have taken just a little bit more time on calls to make sure people understood what was being offered. So I would like for you to understand why all of this matters. Because staying aligned with your passion ensures your plan remains personal and powerful and not just productive. Talk to you later.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?